I want to welcome everyone to the 2020 Hartley Football Virtual Banquet. I know that it's not the way we envisioned it. We envisioned it with a big meal and speakers and a lot of time to go through and appreciate one another, but this is where we are. I want you to know, I know that I wish we could do more, but I'm never going to take for granted the experience that we had being able to play and be a team and have a season. So while this is odd maybe for you listening, it's also odd for me by myself putting on this banquet. But I want you to know that, again, we would have paid any price just to get the kids to have an opportunity to play for this great season and this great team. So without further ado, I think that the prayer of thanksgiving, because we are so thankful that we got to have a season. Loving God, we turn our hearts to you on this day for the giving thanks, mindful of your many gifts. For each opportunity, we're grateful. For each opportunity, we're blessed. For each one, we are open to the abundance of your love. May this season offer a reminder to be generous with others as you are with us. We praise you. We rejoice in you. We give you thanks. And we are so thankful to have the opportunity. I mean, I'm going to maybe say this several times in the next however long the banquet goes, but this season I'm as proud of as any season we've ever had, and I mean that all sincerity. We had as much fun because it was just so exciting to be able to get together, and there's so many memories that we'll have, and so many experiences. Every one of our coaches loved and appreciated every opportunity we had to be with your children and to experience this great season. A couple announcements as we get started, right? Follow Hartley Football, and this is make sure we're following all our social media. For our next year's team, we will email a year-long calendar next week. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow night, which will be Wednesday night, and we will kind of go through the next year. It begins, and make sure you're following all my emails, and I'll try to send them every couple weeks in the off season, or at least monthly, and as things come up. Our off season begins as soon as we can, which is going to be Monday, January 11th, and I'll explain all this in our next meeting, which is going to be, like I said, Wednesday night. But it's going to be hybrid, so we'll be lifting every day. But if you're red, you'll be here on red days. If you're blue, you'll be here on blue days, and then we'll split up our online friends. We're going to have a lot of team building activities. You know, that was the thing. We did so much football, and we're so happy for that. But we certainly couldn't do the camp experiences and the team building experiences that we offer so much. And I think of that as school-wise. We're so excited and so happy to be able to be back and have the opportunity to be back. But the days are coming where we're going to be more authentic to what we can really do in terms of social and team development. We need to remember that circumstances don't make a person, they reveal a person. Every single person involved in this program had their character revealed this year, and they should be so proud. I mean, we endured so much and came through it so much, and it was so special. And I can't say enough of how much respect I have for our parents and our families because of the reflection of the children that they have. I mean, that's how I get to know our parents more than anything else, is the reflection of the children they have. I can't say enough about our senior leadership, the kids that are coming up through the program, and it has been revealed for sure, and I appreciate that. We learned so many great lessons. The circumstances aren't going to make a person, they're going to reveal a person, and we become revealed every day, and I appreciate that. And I say this as I want to say thank you to the parents. Having a player that's coachable says a lot about his parents. Having one that isn't says even more. We've been so proud of this team, so proud of the type of young men that are in the program that have so much fun. All of us coaches have had children in the program or grandchildren, or currently do have, and we're so proud to have our children around your children. So proud that your children help raise our children. I just am so appreciative of you guys as parents. I mean, it's not like this everywhere, and I want to remind you of it. When you choose Bishop Hartley, the way you act and the way you encourage other people to act, the way your vibe, your energy, your enthusiasm, your positivity, your togetherness, your alignment. Listen, that's why your children are how they are. And you guys have unbelievable kids, and we're proud to be a part of it. All right, I want to thank our Freshmen Hawks. We look forward to our Freshmen Hawks as they take the next step and become sophomores. This is a great freshman group. It's a tremendous freshman group. We had a lot of fun coaching them. This freshman group, these guys were together during the freshman season, and they received certificates in the lunchroom Tuesday and Wednesday. Ashton Cook, Ty Dansby, Daniel Denor, Julian Elliott, Gavin Feeney, Andreas Garcia, Tori Jordan, Patrick Jafieski, Danny Karanek, Jody Katz, Jude Kurgan, Warren Markwood, Xavier Martin Fuller, Marcus Moore, James Degwa, Braylon Norris, Jay Stone, Thomas Williams, Liam Wilson, Blake Wyatt. And we had some freshmen who dressed throughout the season for the varsity. Everybody who participated in the varsity season earned their first year varsity letter. And I'll explain that when we do the freshmen. And they certainly earned it. Donovan Davis, Rollo Hogan, Brendan Larrett, Ryan Perry, Rory Ralston, Nick Ruby, and Joey Wooten. Now, this freshman group has a lot of promise. They're going to be a great, great group. And I want to remind our freshmen, our sophomores, our juniors, whoever we are today, we're not going to continue to be that. There's going to be a lot of hard work coming. The expectations are really high. It's going to be really hard and difficult, and you're going to change, and you're going to change tremendously. Your body is going to change through this off season. Your attitudes are going to grow. Your behavior is going to grow. You're going to become more vision oriented, you're more convicted in being the person that you want to be. So this group right here, the whole group together, all 20-some freshmen, we have high expectations for them. You might have been the strongest or the fastest in 9th grade, and that may not mean anything when you get to be seniors. If you don't believe me, you ask the senior parents. You may have been the smallest and the slowest in 9th grade, and that's not going to mean anything when you get to be older. So keep hammering in there. Stay the course. Look forward to talking more about this tomorrow night. Our sophomores, first year varsity letter. Now let me say this. Every single person involved in our program has earned a varsity letter. Through the years, we've had certain standards. You have to get in the game so many times, or you score a touchdown. Listen, this year is a different year, and you need to be rewarded for everything that you went through because you earned it, and you earned it in everything that you did. Maybe you only played in a few games. Maybe you only got in a few games. Every single person that has earned a letter, every single person that got in a varsity game is getting a letter. Every single person. That was our standard this year. Every single person that got in a varsity game. So Coach Birchfield, it used to be like this, and it may be like that down the road, and we may go back to the way it was down the road. But this year, let me promise you this. If you only got in a few games, or you only got in the playoff game, so our 9th graders might only got in the playoff game. If you only got in the playoff game, you contributed to the culture of this overall program. It could not have been like how it was without every single person. Because I promise you, as much as we dealt with from the very beginning, from March 13th up until the very last game, if any one person would have gone off the reservation and not made it through the season, it would have hurt all of us. So I appreciate it, and we deserve to be rewarded, and you're going to be rewarded. You will receive your varsity letter, your pen, and your patch at lunch Tuesday and Wednesday. Ben Birchfield, Caleb Francis, Elijah Franz, Matthew Frizzell, Matthew Geist, Griffin Hallinar, Deontay Hubbard, Ian Jackson, Caleb Jackson, Gavin Leonard, Anthony Murphy, Philip Murray, Anthony Stewart, Peyton Underwood, Victor Wheeler, and Michael Young. We're proud of this group. This is a tremendous, tremendous group. They get better as it goes on, and we appreciate them. They've done a great job. They certainly earned their first year varsity letter. They earned it. This is not a charity case by any stretch of the imagination. They did things that others could not do. Every one of them. Every one of them. I look forward to seeing how much they grow, and I can't wait to get them in the weight room. Our second year varsity letter was Dylan Newsom, who was linebacker for us and fullback and had a great year, and really proud of him. And again, he'll receive his award on Wednesday. Now listen, the next group is our juniors, and I always put this question mark when we go through, because we're going to have a brand new season. After tonight, it's a brand new team, and their legacy is going to be defined by what they do then. Their great leadership. Here's what they need to have taken from these seniors: the tremendous and the humble leadership that they gave. The tremendous and the humble leadership. So we're question mark right now, but we're going to be an exclamation point, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow night at our team meeting, but we're going to be an exclamation point. Our schedule next year looks like this so far. Youngstown Ursuline, we will open up there. Harvest Prep. This is last year's schedule, so this is off. We don't worry about that. I'll go through the schedule tomorrow night. I'm sorry. Juniors, first year varsity letter. Sherrod Bowens, Joey Ferryman, Bryce January, Andrew McFeeters, Carson Schaefer, Aiden Turner. Very proud. Every one of these guys got on the field and were able to participate in a meaningful way for our team. Very, very proud of them. Second year varsity letters. Will Heskett, Niall Johnson, Richard Kenny, Avion Murphy, Alex Ramacone, Trey Saunders, and Dushawn Tucker. Very proud of them. Third year varsity letter, defensive lineman Daniel Tucson. Very proud of this group. They're going to be our leaders. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, it's their football team, and they're going to take us. Very proud of them. The expectations could not be higher. Now, we want to honor our seniors. This picture was taken on the very first day of our team. So what we're going to do tomorrow night with the team is going to be on Zoom. We met as a team last year right here. Look how much bigger and stronger a lot of these guys got. Some of them got longer hair, but they all grew tremendous and had great years. This senior class, I promise you, will go down in history for us. Look at their legacy. Back-to-back Central Catholic League championships their sophomore, junior year. They beat every CCL team in a 10-3 record over 4 years, won the regional championship, regional runner-up, brought home OHSA trophies, 4 consecutive playoff appearances, 9-4 in the playoffs, 38-11 record over 4 years. An academic All-Ohio team hasn't come out yet, but I can't imagine it wouldn't. Our GPA was the highest it's ever been, and I'm so proud of that. AP ranked in all 3 years, and AP poll champions last year. Now I want to say this. So we get a big quote every year. The seniors choose the quote, and next year it'll go back. Well, we couldn't do it last year because we didn't really have our leadership meetings. So we wanted to immortalize this team. So this sign, 5 feet tall, 3 foot wide, it will be in the locker room as we exit the locker room every game day. So if you look underneath Coach Geyer's sign that we touch as we go out, and on one side is the very first team from 1959, and then this is on the other wall. And I can't emphasize enough, this is the images of the season. This is a reminder of everything that this football team did. Everything this football team did. A lot of emotion in this picture with the seniors. Obviously lost our last game. That's the way it goes. We gave it everything we had. Everything we had. And we brought home an OHSA trophy, which, you know, that's the standard in which everybody gets kind of a letter patch, and that will come on with that as well. Our symbol of the pennies, right? That was a symbol for the kids, that everybody had their own penny and everybody was getting better every day, and you added it up and it became the team, right? Our slogan, every man, every play, every day. Obviously, Coach Wooten passing away will be a huge part of the memory of this season. Jake Skelly, our great player, great leader, great warrior, not being able to play. It'd be a great, great remembrance of our season. This is going to hang in our locker room forever, or as long as it can, right? This is going to hang in our locker room, and it'll be a great remembrance of what kind of team that we should all be proud of. All of us be proud of. First year varsity letters, Derron Maina. Very proud of Derron. Did a great job for us. Our second year varsity letter, Nick Chauvin, James Crenshaw, Ryan Hawk, DeAndre Hodge, Sam LeMay, Will Miller, Sammy Ray, and Sean Saunders, should say Saunders. Our third year varsity letter, Travis Bowie, Sumo Kesley, Marcellus Parker, Jake Skelly, Kason Sunderland, Tony Thivener. Very proud of the senior class. Every single one of them made it an incredibly fun year for us as coaches. They had so much leadership. You know, I let me say this. I know that, of course, disappointed we didn't win the last game. I know that. Everyone is, and it's okay to be disappointed, but it's not for lack of wanting it, not for lack of effort, not for lack of toughness, not for lack of togetherness, none of those things. Everybody gave it everything they got. And I was so proud of the leadership that they had. We've got great young players coming up through the ranks. Man, we lost a lot of players off last year's team. This group kept everything together and kept us with an iconic season. And I can't say thank you enough. Every one of them will have a place in our hearts. I can't say thank you enough. These guys will all get their letter. These guys have already gotten their awards, everything except for they have a memory book coming from me and their letter patch for the regional runner-up. And I'll get that to all of them here at the end of the week. We have a couple awards that are of special recognition that are voted on by different people, and we wanted to share those with you. First of all Ohio and All Central District is voted on by the media. So as people watch us play, you know, they'll note people and they'll all take it from different parts of the state, different parts of the district. 2 first-team All-Ohioans who will have their pictures up on the wall, Tony Thivener and Daniel Tucson. Marcellus Parker did a great job, 3rd-team All-Ohio, great job on this All-Ohio team. And then 3 of our juniors, Trey Saunders, Richard Kenny, Niall Johnson, are on the All-Ohio team as well. It's a tremendous honor, and it's certainly a respect of the media and the people that watched us. Also in the media, as they vote on All Central District, Daniel, Trey, Marcellus, Tony, Niall, and Richard were first team. Ryan Hawk, Andrew McFeeters, Peyton Underwood, and Deontay Hubbard were honorable mention. Sumo Kesley and Dylan Newsom were special mention. That's a tremendous honor for those guys who are on the All Central District team. The All Central Catholic League team is voted on by our team. So each of our teammates gets a chance to vote for All CCL. Marcellus, Sumo, Tony, Daniel, Trey, Niall, Richard, Andrew McFeeters, Sammy Ray, Sammy LeMay, and Dylan Newsom. Obviously, their teammates felt highly of them to vote them that way, so congratulations to them. Jake Skelly will be honored with the 2020 Art Tainer Award. This will be presented to him at the end of the year in our banquet, or at our General Assembly when we do awards assembly at the end of the year. This was voted on by coaches in the Ohio High School Athletic Association, or Ohio High School Football Coach Association. So they'll take an inspirational player, and that's of every region of the state, and they vote for one of the state. So congratulations to Jake Skelly. Tony Thivener was awarded the Central Catholic League National Football Foundation Award. This was traditionally honored at the National Football Foundation Banquet. It's voted on by our superintendent, Adam Default, and our commissioner, Jim Jones. Each team in the league gets a representative, and they vote upon it, and it takes in consideration service and playing and academics. So congratulations, Tony Jr. I submit 3 players to the Ohio High School Football Coach Association Academic All-Ohio. So these nominees obviously are great on the field, but they're great off the field. I don't know who's going to get it yet because it's voted on by a different committee, but we put forward Sam LeMay, Kason Sunderland, and Tony Thivener. And like I said, our academic All-Ohio has just been, wow, has been incredible. 2020 awards that matter, right? We give out some special awards every year at the end of the season. And these are hard because we're not into individual awards. I'm sure I missed somebody in something in their award, and I didn't mean to. All you have to do is email me, and I'll get it corrected. But this is, we also have our individual awards. 2020 Hawk Awards. So the Hawk Award are given to the player or players who best embody the spirit of Bishop Hartley High School. So many factors go into this: leadership, integrity, abilities on the field. These guys have already gotten their awards because they were seniors, but we wanted to talk about them a little bit. Kason Sunderland and Derron Maina were tremendous leaders for us. They were the examples that I want to always have in our program. They are the character young men. They have specific roles in which help us be successful. They embrace those roles. They got better. They kept working. They were just tremendous leaders and young people. They were the heartbeat and the culture of our football team. So Derron and Kason, congratulations to you. Our 2020 Corova Award. The Corova Award is an award given to our players or players who are most improved or emerging. This year's award winner is Travis Bowie. Travis did a great job embracing his position on the defensive line, but also by the end of the year, we needed him both ways. He did a great job of that. So 2020 Corova Award winner, Travis Bowie. Our 2020 Geyer Award winner. So this award is named after Coach Dick Geyer, who was here from 1981 to 2007, Ohio High School Football Coach Association Hall of Famer. And this embodies the type of player that he always wanted to have within his program. Someone who's very smart, very tough, performed well, and just embodied 61 years of Hartley football. Our award winner, Tony Thivener Jr., did a great job. Like I said, he was a great player on the field, off the field, was a tremendous leader for us. We appreciate you, Tony Jr. Our final award is the first award we're giving that honors Coach Wooten. And obviously, we will always give these awards that honor Coach Wooten. And we miss him tremendously. And the best way to honor him, and this will always be this way, is who are the players that are his kind of guys? Who is it that's his kind of guy? And what's his kind of guy? I mean, you'd have to ask the kids that either got this award or the kids that were around Coach Wooten all the time. And I mean, they're just his kind of guy. They're in terms of toughness, in terms of who he could talk to and communicate with, that would have the heartbeat. I mean, Chuck would say things that none of us could realize, and he'd be exactly right about the heartbeat of our team. So we chose players that were definitely should be honored with this Wooten Award. First is Marcellus Parker. Marcellus is great leadership, toughness, character, the way the other players gravitate to him, the way he's able to solve problems. Coach Wooten's kind of guy. Also, award winner was, I didn't put him on here, was, I forgot, I'm sorry, was Sammy LeMay. Sammy LeMay was tough, defensive lineman, and we want to always give this to a defensive lineman as well, since that was Coach Wooten's position. So Marcellus and Sammy LeMay, congratulations to you two. That concludes, I know it's a different one, it's a more brief one, but I wanted to make sure we're able to honor everyone in the best way that we can. If there were any mistakes made in the awards, just email me, let me know. I want to thank everybody. We are forever Hawks, every one of us, coaches and players, we are forever Hawks. Thank you, and for all that you've done, and go Hawks.